There's so much shit in the industry right now, man. There's so much noise, so much distractions. And my advice is just put your blinders on and just focus on your own lane, your own path, and forging your own journey ahead.
Brad Goh, known as The Trading Geek, is a Singapore-based day trader.
Play the long game, right? Just focus on showing up every single day without fail, regardless of how you feel, whether you feel sad, angry, depressed, just show up, right? Just show up, do the work, study the charts, eventually you will succeed.
Focused on simplifying trading for beginners using strategies focused on market mechanics and risk management.
It's not an easy task to be a trader, to do it successfully. There's such a small fraction of people who try that actually become successful.
Just gotta be yourself, man. People love you for who you are. People don't love you because you are trying to be Hamza or Iman Ghazi. People love your story. People want to see your transformation.
What's your kind of like closing argument to someone who is skeptical about trading? Because trading is a very difficult game. It's not fucking easy, no matter what anybody tells you. What are your kind of thoughts to someone who's showing interest in trading? What would you say to him?
Hey guys, before we get started, I just wanted to offer you access to my exclusive Wolfpack Discord group that's now based on WAP. Basically what you're gonna get in here is something I call the Quantum Cipher Report. This allows you to steal and copy all of my trades and learn my exact trading system. Every Monday, I'm gonna give you the best crypto altcoin picks that are getting ready for explosive moves. I'm also gonna give you the best trade setups in forex, futures, and CFDs as well. You have to be a multi-asset trader if you truly want to take advantage of the entire trading environment as a whole. Not only that, you're going to get access to the Discord, all of my courses, over 30 hours of recorded educational content, in addition to my TradingView degenerate indicators. Okay, so if you want access to my WAP, there's going to be a link below. Join the Wolfpack and get all of the best trading picks in crypto, forex, and futures sent to you every Monday. On top of that, 30 hours of educational content so you can learn my entire system, all for one low monthly price. I'll see you there.
All right, Brad, aka The Trading Geek. You've amassed 1 million followers on YouTube in quite a short period of time. You're what, 21, 22?
22, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So I want to understand how you did that, but I also want to understand like where this all started. Like what were you doing before you even got into trading? And I guess what was kind of like the trigger point for seeing something about trading? You're like, maybe that's something that I could get into. Like what was the kind of starting point of all of this?
To me, it was probably freedom because when I started trading, I was working as a waiter, right? Earning about like $7 per hour, working minimum wage in Singapore. And at a point of time, I just wanted to find a way to make money so that I could actually become a millionaire and retire my father. And at a point of time, I thought like, okay, investing in stocks is the good way to go. But the thing is, I had no money at all, right? So if I even invested in stocks, it's just going to be pennies, right? The returns are going to be pennies. So what I did was that my friend actually recommended me to forex trading. He was like, yo, bro, do you know there's like this way that I can make money online? And then I was like, holy shit, is it legit? And I went to search about trading and I saw your videos. I saw the video with you in the penthouse in the Pablo Escobar. That was sick video.
Colombia.
Video. Yeah, that was
classic video.
Yeah, that was like, this is the lifestyle that I want, you know, like I want to be chilling in Bali. I want to live a decent lifestyle with freedom and all that stuff. Yeah, but then that's when I started getting into trading. And while working as a waiter, I would actually study trading on the side. And then after that, I went to work a 9-to-5 job in an office. And during this 6 months internship, I just told myself that I'm going to disappear from the world for 6 months. And for 6 months straight, I'm just going to be going through the 9-to-5 job. And any free time that I've got, I'm just going to study trading courses, watch a bunch of trading videos, and really master the skill set of trading. So yeah, those 6 months pretty much changed my life, right? And then after those 6 months, I went to spend 2 years in the military. And that is when I was also grinding on the forex charts, like for like 2 years straight. And I didn't really become profitable until like my second or third year. Yeah, second or third year, then I became consistently profitable after I really mastered the psychology-wise also and risk management, all that stuff. And that is when things started to go. Yeah, and for the trading gig, I started it when I was broke. So I started it when I was like, doing the 9-to-5 job. And at that point of time, I just did it to like document my entire trading journey, right? To show the ups and downs, the reality of forex trading. And so far, we just hit a mill, but it's been a long way.
That's pretty crazy. So you also said that you, I don't think a lot of people probably don't know. I know because DY is from Singapore as well, that in Singapore, you're required to do 2 years in the military
Yeah.
at the age of what, 18?
18, 19, yeah.
So how would that, do you think that shaped you in a way? Because obviously when you become someone in the military, that's like, I think kind of the whole framework of military is surrounded by this premise of discipline, waking up, making your bed, nice iron shirts, at least in the US military. Has that had any sort of like shaping in your ability to be disciplined trading? Because one of the biggest aspects of trading is being disciplined.
Yeah, 100%. Now, for me personally, I felt like trading, military didn't like build my discipline because I was already kind of disciplined before the military itself. But what it does is that it taught me mental toughness, right? Because, like I went through a lot of shit as being the machine gunner in the military. So I have to carry a bunch of load, right? So usually I have to carry a field bag, and with my machine gun, the total weight is about like 40 kg, and that's like half of my weight, at least half of my weight, right? So going through that training, it taught me a lot about mental toughness because I have to went through a lot of like adversity, climb a lot of mountains and all that shit. But I've said that the mental toughness helped in trading because I know that right now, nothing can be worse than the military training that I went through, right? Like if I'm tired from like working 12 hours, I was like, okay, I gotta be grateful because I'm in the aircon room, right? Compared to being in the jungle and like trying to search for enemies and all that stuff. Yeah, but it's good. And as for discipline, I agree, man. Discipline is extremely important in trading. I believe that discipline is important, not just during trading, but before trading as well, right? The ability to execute your plan without hesitation, reservation of fear, and then also the ability to trust your analysis, right? All of this stuff requires discipline, and after you trade, you need the discipline to journal down your trades, right? So discipline is a big thing. But I was disciplined before military, but military kind of like enhance it, because now I know that, okay, I have to work every single day, regardless of how I feel. Just show up, and eventually my goals will turn into a reality. Yeah.
What is it like to be in the military? Like, what's like, do you have free time to work on other things? Do you have free time to have a job outside of that? Or like, what goes into being in the military? Or are you just like, you're locked into being this military guy for 2 years, you don't really have freedom to do anything else?
Yeah, so that's actually, so for 2 years straight, right? So you have to book into the camp on Monday, and then you basically come out of the camp on Friday. So you can spend the weekends home, right? So that's for 2 years straight. Yeah, so we started off like 2 months in basic military training, and that is where they teach you like the skill set to become a soldier, right? You learn how to shoot, you learn how to actually hold your gun properly, you learn how to pack your rucksack properly, you learn how to march, all that stuff. Yeah, so we went through like 2-3 months of that, and then after that, I got positioned into the company as like an infantry trooper, right? So just like a machine gunner, and I have my own team, right? So it's just the machine gunner, and then my assistant, and then also my commander, right? So what will happen is that over like the span of 1.5 years, we will actually do a lot of different missions, right? So it's like start off with like the easier mission, and then we will end off with like the most difficult test, right? And then throughout this 1.5 years, we actually go into like different countries to train with other soldiers as well, even like Australian and UK soldiers. It was a very great experience, but overall, it's just like training every single day, right? It's just like you start off, you wake up at 5 a.m., 5 to 6 a.m. every day, and then you like train, like you condition your body physically. So you do a lot of physical training, a lot of exercises. And then once that is done, then they'll teach you how to like shoot better. Basically the fundamentals of being a soldier, right? Your soldier fundamentals. And just go through missions after missions. And these missions are usually in the jungle, right? So it's like you basically pack a bag and you have your gun, and then you go to the jungle for like 3 days or even 5 days at some point of time. And that is when I realized that I'm so grateful to become a trader, because like I cannot imagine like doing this forever.
Were you trading and like learning how to trade during this time, or like when did this start for the trading thing? Was it before or after?
Actually, right, what happened was that I was already trading like before the military journey, right? That was when I really got serious into trading. Then during the military, I was already like somewhat consistently profitable. I know what are the right thing to do, and I just need the discipline to trade. Like because it's very difficult to do it when you have gone through so much training in the morning, in the afternoon, and then at night you're kind of tired. You just want to go to bed. Your bunkmates are like playing video games and just gossiping and stuff. But you just find time. You just find time to do your work, and that is when any sort of free time I have, I'll just study the charts, and I'll just do a little bit of live trade and also work on the business a bit. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Brief interruption here, guys. Did you know that 75% of traders have accounts under $25,000? This creates a huge problem because even if you double that account in a year, which is almost impossible, you're still only making $25,000. Introducing Hydra Funding, where you can potentially get access up to $500,000 in capital. All you have to do, guys, is sign up for a challenge account, which is going to give you potentially access up to $500,000. And if you earn a 10% profit in this demo account without going into a 5% loss overall or a 4% loss in a day, you will then pass their evaluation phase and yes, get access to an account with the selected size account. And now, instead of trying to double a $10,000 account, you could potentially earn only 10% on a $100,000 account to earn the same level of profits. And the benefits of this are huge. Rather than risking your entire $10,000 on one account, you can use just $1,000 to potentially get access to $100,000 in capital. You can trade crypto, forex, stocks, CFTs, gold, oil, everything under the sun, all on MT4 and MT5. If you're interested, if you have an account under $25,000, like 75% of traders out there, you're not going to make any money with that account because it's too small. Get access to pro level funding and pro level capital with Hydra Funding. Link's going to be below.
I don't want to do the military, so I'm glad that the U.S. didn't require it for me. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's probably a lot of things about it that can shape you into just a better man.
Yeah.
Teach you discipline, framework, and just kind of have the ability to get up and you got shit to do. I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes. Yeah. But I guess when it comes to like your trading journey, obviously it's not an easy task to be a trader, to do it successfully. Like there's such a small fraction of people who try that actually become successful. And I think it took me about 3 years to ever become consistently profitable. I would always have like stints of profitability, be like, okay, I got this. Like I figured this out. And then your confidence builds, which tells yourself like, oh, I can maybe risk more now. And so I'd continually increase risk rather than just maintaining like a 1% to 2% risk on a trade. I started bumping up to 10% or even 15% until eventually you blow up on one trade and then it turns into revenge trading and downward spiral and you blow up. So I did that for like 3 years before I finally just like, okay, this doesn't work to try to get rich quick. So what was your experience from going from starting, trying to get profitable, blowing up accounts? Like what was your beginning process like and what did you learn?
So in my first year of trading, just like you, I was not profitable at all, right? But I remember there was this one day, or rather these 3 days, which told me that, you know what, I'm going to go all in on trading. And that was when I turned $500 into $9,000 in 3 days, and I documented it on YouTube, right? So if you go to like the Trading Geek, you saw the videos about by the oldest, you will see that particular video still here today, right? So when I turned $500 to $9,000, back then, like I said, I was still working as the 9 to 5 job, right? So I was earning about $650 per month because that was like an internship. So when I did that, that was when I realized how powerful trading is, right? But the next day, I blew it all. Right? So on $9,000, you know how it is. You over leverage,
because that's what happens. If you want to turn 509,000 in what 3 days? You said I think you're not using proper risk management. I think that's where a lot of people are kind of just going down the wrong path. Like Alex FXG just did like $100 to $1 million challenge. Whether he did it or not, I don't know. He didn't show any proof other than like MetaTrader, which can be doctored easily. The problem with that is so many people see that and get inspired and they want to like, oh, maybe I could do that 100 into a million. But there's no way you could ever do that consistently over a long period of time. Eventually that strategy will blow up. Because even if he posted that he said he has like a 60% win rate. Which that means if you lose on 2 trades, I think he was betting like 50 to 100% on every trade, you can't lose 2 in a row. Otherwise, to rebuild that, you have to earn like, to get back to the point you were, that's maybe like a 300-400% return right there. But I just think it's the flipping account thing is, it's very good for marketing, but I think it's just such a bad way for beginning traders to get into trading for, because that just builds the worst habit possible because you'll never make it doing that. So what are your thoughts on account flipping and what's your actual strategy for trading?
Okay, so actually that's the thing, right? most traders, they want to flip small accounts because they're undercapitalized.
Yeah.
Right. So if they have the right amount of capital, they are risking like what I say 1% to 2% per trade, they won't need to like flip small accounts to large accounts. So that is what most beginner traders have it wrong at, and including myself. When I started, like I said, I had like $100 in my bank account.
Yeah.
So of course I'm gonna try to flip that to $1,000.
That's why it's relatable. When
Yeah.
you see 100 to a million, people are like, well, fuck, I only got a couple $100.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I guess that's what I'll try to do.
Exactly. But the thing is, like what they said, right? You are able to flip it, maybe due to luck or I don't know, some random thing in the market. But you are not able to sustain it consistently. You can make money, but you can't keep the money that you make.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. So for me personally, risk management wise, I risk about 0.5% to 0.8% per trade. And that's something that I actually recommend to my students. Because what happens is that if you risk 1%, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that the chance of you blowing your account is 1%, right? 1 out of 100. But if you risk 0.5%, you can lose like 200 trades in a row, which is impossible. Then you will blow your account.
Yeah.
Right. And what we have, our strategy is not like the highest win rate, right? We don't have like a 80% win rate or 70% win rate. Because what I found, like statistically speaking, is that professional traders, their win rate is 30% to 50%, right? 50% is considered good.
Yeah.
So for FX LXG to actually say that it's a 60% win rate and trading like chart patterns, I find it very difficult to believe. And statistics is just, I can't say that it's impossible, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually kind of impossible.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually kind of impossible. So yeah, like what I say, it's a good marketing scheme. But for us, our strategy is 30% to 50%. And what we really aim for is the R multiple, right? So when we win 5R. When we lose 1R, or even, just 1R standard R. So since I'm risking 0.5% per trade, when I lose 0.5% of my capital. And when I win, I make about 2.5% of my capital, right? So a good return to aim for per month is about 5%, 5 to 10%. Yeah, so like what I say, most traders, most traders are undercapitalized. So I think they just need to get funded. Once they get funded, they have sufficient amount of capital, then they don't need to worry about flipping small accounts anymore. Yeah. So that should be the first priority.
Yeah, I mean, it's I think that's why funded prop firms are becoming so popular, as long as they're run properly. We were talking about it briefly before this, about the whole funded prop trading kind of collapse.
Yeah.
And how we kind of navigated through that with hydro funding. But yeah, because the thing is, like, say if you started with a $10,000 account, to earn $10,000, you got to earn 100% gain on that account, which is crazy return to earn 100% without risking a huge amount. But if you got a funded 100K account, you'd only have to earn 10% to earn $10,000. And that allows you to trade with proper risk management. So it's definitely a game changer for sure. What's your involvement in prop firms or getting funded? Do you have do you use like a normal broker? Do you personally trade on a prop firm, or what's your go-to?
Yeah, so I used to trade on prop firm because, like I said, back then when I was broke, I had less than $1,000. So I would like try to get a 100K account with FTMO, so on and so forth. And like I did that and I failed multiple times before passing one. And then once I did pass one, I actually lost that account within like 3 months. Yeah. So right now, I'm trading with my personal capital, right? Because I've built myself up to a level where I have sufficient amount of money to trade, right? So I'm managing like a 6-figures account under a live broker, IG. Yeah, if you're familiar with it. Yeah. So right now I'm just trading my own money. Because the thing about trading with a prop firm is that there is a lot of restrictions, right? And there's a lot of pressure as well, right? So if you're trading with your own money and you know that you have a solid edge and you have a proven risk management system, you know that you will be profitable, like without limiting, or rather be tied down to like the rules that is set by another company. And you're able to withdraw payout whenever you want. That's the thing about trading your own live account. Yeah.
Because I trade live and I'm doing some challenges at our own prop firm now. It's definitely a different dynamic, but there's pros and cons to that, because if you're trading on your own personal account, no one's watching over your shoulder saying, hey man, you're risking more. Or if you hit a certain amount of loss, they're not gonna be like, all right, you're cut off, you're lost, you got to go start over. Like you just got a slap on the wrist. You can start again, but you're out. Whereas if you have your own personal account, you're like, well, I'm down 6%. Maybe I'll just slightly move my stop down. And then you could just continually changing. And that's where discipline comes into trading, right? Like you can have a really good trading strategy and it can be the best trading strategy. It'll work. Where it comes into fault is the psychology and the discipline to actually follow it, because that's where everybody fucks up. That's where I would always fuck up. Anytime I have a bad mistake in trading, it's because I change my game plan in some way, shape, or form, or I'm like, you know what, market's looking hot. Maybe I'll fucking increase risk a little bit here or move. And that's where everybody fucks up, because they don't have the discipline to stick to the actual fucking game plan. And that's why I think prop firms are so beneficial, because those rules are enforced. And so it builds good trading habits when you're using a prop firm versus actual live money. So for as far as beginning traders, I think prop firms are definitely by far the best route to take, for sure. But so you have your program called 1% Club. What exactly is that, and what do you guys teach in there?
So we are actually a trading coaching company, right? So to me, I personally felt like I've built the best trading program the world has ever seen, right? So what we have inside is 180 in-depth trading lessons that actually teach our members how to actually go from a complete beginner to becoming a 6 to 7 figure trader. And it's not just like a 7-figure trader, but we also help them get consistent profits, right? So it's just like a consistently profitable trader. And so it's not just courses, but we also have like a very great community, right? Where we actually host meetups in different countries like Dubai, Bangkok. And then we also have courses, right? I mean, we also have coaching calls, right? With 3 coaches, right? So I'm the main coach, and then I have another coach who I'm here with, right, in Bali. His name is Jason. He's also managing like 500K in capital. And then there's Sanjeev, who is actually my trading performance coach. He's a trading psychology coach, and he has over 10 years of experience in the markets. So together, the 3 of us jump into like coaching call every day with our students to actually help them and guide them to be on the right path. So like I said, I believe that I've built the best trading program out there because of the amount of student results that we've got, right? So most people that are focused on marketing, like FX, LXG, like all these trading gurus, they will live this flashy lifestyle to promote a course. And I have nothing wrong with that. But the problem is they have a shitty course, right? So if you have a shitty product that doesn't get your students results, in that case, you're not going to sustain the long term. So what I did is that I went the other way route. I built an excellent product, right? Spent the past 1 year really like making sure the course is very solid, very detailed, very in-depth, and hire the best coaches in the world to teach inside. And that's why we can get good results, right? So for me, I always believe that you can either have a lifestyle or you can have an empire, right? You cannot have both. If you want to have a lifestyle, you can do that, but you won't have time to build. And if you want to build an empire, chances are it's going to be boring and it's going to be extremely lonely, but it's going to be worth it in the end. So what I've
still
done
around at the end of the day.
You probably understand that feeling.
It's just so what exactly is your guys' kind of like go-to strategy? Like SMC, ICT, something totally different when it comes to forex. Like what's your philosophy on trading?
So actually our strategy is kind of unique. I call it market mechanics. So what I've done is that for me and my other coaches, right, we have been trading for so long now, right? We have like a combined experience of 20 plus years. So we have tried every single trading strategy that is out there: price action, smart money concepts, ICT concepts, whatever, indicators. And what we have found is that the market is the market, right? These strategies, they might work in the short term, but if you're not able to find your own edge, in the long term, you will not sustain the market. So market mechanics, what it does is that it basically is a combination of the most profitable trading strategies. So we took a little bit from price action, we took a little bit from smart money concepts, we took a little bit from ICT, and then we combine it together to form market mechanics, right? So the main thing we actually focus on is institutional supply and demand and also liquidity, right? So liquidity was really the game changer, because once you understood liquidity, you can literally spot price movements so easily. You know exactly when smart money have entered into the market and then where they are going to enter again, so you can hop onto the market. Right, so I believe our main strategy is more mechanical, right? So our mechanical trading strategy involves us following the smart money blue footprints, right? So we know that, okay, this is the point of interest that they got in, all right? So that is when we are looking to get in. But we will not get in until we get a confirmation that there is a shift in structure. Price is actually aligning with the higher time frame trend. And then that is when you will jump down to the smaller time frame, look for our entry model, wait for our liquidity to be swept, get our market shift, get our shift in structure, and then we just enter when we get that confirmation. So that's the main strategy. Yeah. So for me, I personally believe that your strategy shouldn't be 100% mechanical, but it shouldn't be 100% discretionary as well. So we have a 80% mechanical trading strategy so that we can execute our trades without hesitation, without guesswork, without emotions. But we also have like that 20% discretionary part to ensure that you are still using your subconscious pattern recognition skills that you have built over time, and you're relying on gut feeling when you need to. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you like a swing trader, day trader? What's your time frame?
Right now I'm a swing trader, but I used to be a scalper and a day trader. Yeah, because right now you're just so busy with life. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to day trade. I used to live stream my trades every day for maybe 6-7 years in the stock market. It's just so fucking stressful.
Yeah, it is, man. Day trading.
Yeah, so I strictly swing trade now. It's just like the difference between day trading, you get a little bit more sleep at night because at least you're done. You closed, everything's closed. Swing trading, you have positions open every night, so you're waking up every day. At least definitely in crypto and forex because it's over 24/7.
Yeah.
But you go to sleep wondering what's going to happen. And then you wake up and the first thing you do is check your phone to see if like stops were hit or TPs were hit. So it's like a constant, a little bit of anxiety at all times when you're swing trading. So what was the reason for you going from day trader to swing trader?
Yeah, so like what I say is just extreme levels of stress.
Yeah.
Right? Like I cannot stare at charts all day. If I do that, I will actually overtrade, right? I will make some profits in the London session and then give back the profits that I make in the New York session.
Yeah.
So I found that was not a sustainable way to do it. And my trading style is more relaxed right now because I want to spend more time building the 1% club and building my businesses. So in that case, I opt for swing trading. That means I will enter on a Monday, maybe hold a trade for 1 week or even 2 weeks, and then just let it go. Yeah, just let it flow. So yeah, like for me, I like to think of trading as a way to actually multiply your wealth rather than a way to actually create wealth, right? Because in order to scale with trading, it requires a lot of capital. So I basically use trading to make more money, right? So whatever money that I've made for my other streams of income, I put into trading, I can multiply it. Yeah, but I also don't want to spend too much time on the charts. So right now I find like the sweet balance, which allows me to work on my business, enjoy life, and also make money from the charts. So that's swing trading.
Yeah, I find swing trading to be the most sustainable way to do it because, well, you're still young. I just turned 40, so day trading, just like the amount of stress with that, it's like, okay, I'm too old for this shit. It's way better to just, and you can allows you to live your life when you're swing trading because you literally, like for me, like every Monday, I sent out something called the Quantum Cipher Report, which just is like all of my trade plans for forex, crypto, and futures. All the trade plans are there. It's just you set your take profit, your entry, and your SL. The trade gets executed, and once it's live, you don't have to do anything. Everything's already set and ready to go. You can go play golf, do whatever. But day trading, you can sit there for fucking hours on end or get stuck in a trade, and then you're just sitting there for way longer than you should be, and then you're just sitting there like a little ball of fucking anxiety. Fucking just, it can ruin your day. It ruins your life if you're not winning also. So I fucking hate day trading. There was a time when I loved it for many years until it just got too much. So I also want to talk about your kind of marketing strategy. So for my external point of looking in, what I see, and I also want to know your opinion because you've obviously had a lot of success, but I feel like it went from like Trading Geek / Cult of Hamza with the bathrobe and everything, and then now kind of to Trading Geek Iman Gazdi style, a little bit more classy and mature. So what's been your kind of strategy, or what was like kind of your thought process when it went from even starting your channel to where you're at now?
I believe your brand is a reflection of who you are, So at the start, when I started the Trading Geek, I didn't really enroll into the military yet. So I was quite immature-ish. And that is when I will just follow what successful YouTubers or other people are doing. Then as time passes, I realized that you just gotta be yourself, man. Like, people love you for who you are. People don't love you because you are trying to be Hamza or Iman Gazdi. People love you for who you are. People love your story. People want to see your transformation. People don't want to see another like copycat of like this big creator. So what I found is that, okay, I'm just gonna be myself, right? Be authentic. And as for the marketing part, I'm not going to worry too much about that because I know that as long as you are transparent and honest with your audience, they're going to love you for who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for 3 years, right, since I started the trading gig, there were so many sponsorship offers. I didn't accept a single one of them, right? So that could be one reason why our audience actually have a lot of trust in me, because they know that I'm not a sellout, right? They know that I'm just trying to be myself, really be authentic and be reliable, and also being consistent, right? So for 3 years straight, I've just been posting a YouTube video once every week or at least every 2 weeks, right? So being very consistent allowed the channel to get to where it is today. Yeah, so that's marketing. Honestly, like I don't have like a big marketing team. It's just me and my editors creating one video per week, and then I have a bunch of short form accounts. Yeah, that's kind of it.
Yeah. Was there like what was kind of like the singular video that took off? And because usually there's for YouTube, YouTubers' journey is they're doing all this stuff, consistently posting, nothing's fucking hitting, and then all of a sudden one video hits, and then it's like, oh shit, maybe we got this, maybe we figured something out.
Yeah, it's probably the trading courses video, right? Basically all this ultimate supply and demand trading course. I think the main reason why my audience love me so much is because of my ability to simplify complicated trading concepts in a way where like a 5-year-old can understand.
Yeah,
because when I'm able to do that, that's when they started following me, and that's when I started blowing up, because most of these trading people out there, these trading people in the industry, they cannot explain complicated trading concepts in a way where it's easy to understand, or like they just don't have the personality.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I've kind of have like both. So I found my own edge in the YouTube space and just developed from it. Yeah.
Yeah. So how long ago did you start your YouTube channel?
3 years ago. Three years ago. Yeah.
Really? So 1 million subs in 3 years.
Yeah. I think I'm the fastest in trading space.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. Do you have any sort of goal in mind for the next 1 to 5 years?
Yeah. So right now, for net worth wise, I'm trying to get to 10 mil. No, actually not 10 mil, probably 100 mil. And then for...
That's a big difference. 10 to 100.
Yeah, so, and then, no, that's why 10 years ago. That's 10 years ago. And then for YouTube, I would say, like 5 million subscribers would be good. I just want to be like the leading guy in the trading space, because I believe that I have the ability to actually change the trading industry for the better, right? Instead of trying to make videos of me turning $100 to $1 million, I'm just going to continue to document the raw reality of trading and just show people what trading actually is, the good, the bad, and ugly, continue doing what I'm doing, and hopefully I can become like a force to be reckoned with inside this trading industry and really be like the leading guy. So that's the main goal. And as for business-wise, I just want to build like the best trading program the world has ever seen, man. Just really trying to get our student results. It'll be good to have 80% of our students are like 6-figure traders. That's probably like the main goal that I'm focusing on for like the next 3 years at least.
Yeah, that would be a high goal.
Yeah.
How is it looking now? Like, how do you feel your students are looking at now? Like, do you have any sort of like examples of like a recent student?
Yeah, so we actually have Mustafa, right, who turned $200 into $200,000 in funding.
Yeah.
And that's over the span of 1 month. So he basically did $200, bought a 10K account, withdrew the profit, bought another profit account, and slowly he stacked it up to 100K, and then he bust 100K account, and then he bust another 100K account, right? So he basically did it using the mechanical trading plan that we actually provide to our members, and also based on our prop firm strategy that we actually give to our members. And we have actually countless of like successful students, right? And we got another person, Alia, who made about 25.6K after joining us for like 2 months. And then there was Samudin, who's making like 20K per month from trading. Basically, we got a bunch of successful students, but then we also got a bunch of students who just got into trading. But right now, they have managed to gain extreme clarity and confidence when analyzing the charts after really understanding how the markets work through our courses and our coaching. So, so the advanced traders, they are getting better, right? We are helping them to scale their trading to 7 figures. The beginner traders, we are helping them to find consistency in trading. And I think so far we are doing like a very good job, considering the amount of testimonials and success stories that we had since we just launched like 6 months ago. Yeah.
Okay, so you just launched the 1% Club.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
What were you doing before? Just did you have a different course or program?
Yeah, I had the trading blueprint. That was when I had it for like 1 year. Yeah, that just shut that down to just completely focus on 1% Club, just completely creating like a different program that's much more better. Yeah.
Next topic, something that I've also personally dealt with, is haters on YouTube and whatnot. Like I have two CoffeeZilla features where Coffee did videos about me.
Congrats.
It was about whether it was good or bad. I think it actually might have been a net positive because So I was doing forex trading robots.
Yeah.
In a like I got approached by these guys. They're like, "Hey, do you want to partner with us? Just because I have exposure on trading, do you want to partner with us on this forex trading bot?" And I was like, "I fucking hate forex trading bots. This is fucking ridiculous." Because I had talked about I talked shit about forex for like 10 years before I ever got into involved in it at all, because I was in stocks. And so they showed me some data behind this forex trading bot, and it was actually really good. And I was like, okay, well, I don't believe that this is real, but you're showing me data that it is real. And so what we did, we partnered together. We created a website called iqtrade.com. It was me and a couple other guys, and it was actually working. I put money into, I put $100,000 of my own personal money into the bot to trade with it. And it was working well for several months, until one day it doesn't work well. And then that's what I think happens with all trading robots, is they do work for a short amount of time until the market behavior shifts. And then if that bot doesn't get turned off, or if that bot can't adapt, or if the person running the bot doesn't have a different strategy to shift that bot into when the market behavior shifts, then it just blows up. Because otherwise, nobody's going to be selling a real working trading bot for like $99 per month if it actually fucking works. They would be scaling a bunch of their own personal money in that and just getting rich, or charging a shitload of money into that bot. But I didn't really fully understand any of this when I got into it in the beginning. I just saw a short period of data showing that this bot worked, launched a program about it. I lost all my money that I put into the bot. I'm sure some other people lost, and that's just part of trading. And then CopyZilla found out about it, and then made a video about it. Then I made a response video. Then he made another response video. And then I asked him if he wanted to do an interview, because I was like, listen, I'm not a fucking forex bot trader, I'm a crypto trader. If you want to talk about what I actually do, we can. And then he deleted all my comments in his on his YouTube videos. He wouldn't want to do an interview. But so that was my experience with dealing with haters, whether it's positive or negative. But I also saw some videos about people create about you. That's just part of doing YouTube. Like my fucking full algorithm on YouTube right now is like people. The downfall of KSI, the downfall of Logan Paul. It's like people just love this kind of shit. So how do you deal with that personally when you see that online? Like, how does it make you feel, and how do you react, and what do you do to cope?
So I believe that hate always comes from the bottom. Right? You will never find a hater that is doing better than you. So what I found is that there's just so much noise. But for me, I'm so busy grinding every single day. There is no hate. Like I don't hear the hate, because I'm busy doing my own thing. And nowadays, what I've done is that I literally don't use social media, right? So on Instagram, I have my main editor who's actually posting videos on there, but I don't really use Instagram at all. So even if there is hate comments, I don't see it, right? And same thing with TikTok, whatever, I don't use them at all. And for YouTube, for the hate comments, you just gotta leave it there, because it kind of drives engagement. So it kind of works. So I would say, like, for hate, the worst thing you can do is to respond to it, because if you respond to it, like what I say, the guy's gonna make another video. And then you respond to it, he's gonna make another video. I've had my fair share of it, because I did like a response video to the hates. The guy just ended up making another video, and it just blow everything out of proportion. So what I found is that you're just gonna ignore the hate, just continue doing your own thing, focus on your own lane and own path. Because as long as you know that what you're doing is right and just, who cares about what other people think, man? Their opinions.
There's a whole movement and culture. Cancel culture is, I fucking hate.
It's toxic.
It's so dumb and annoying.
It's actually,
I mean, sometimes it's valid, but I think people just love resonating and just feeding off of this dumb negative bullshit. So it's just crazy. But anyways, what is a day in the life of the Trading Geek look like?
So I'll actually wake up at around 7 a.m. and I'll hit the gym for like 2 hours. No, actually 1 hour, then I'll meditate and shower. After that is done, I will do 2 hours of deep work in the morning, 2-3 hours until 12 p.m. and I'll eat lunch. And after that, I will work from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. Basically, I would be attending meetings from my team, and I will trade the London session if there's opportunities. And then I will also coach my members inside the 1% Club, and just really focus on doing what like a CEO does, which is really looking at the financials of the business, looking at how we can actually improve the program and make it even better. And then after that is done, I will end work at around 7 p.m., have my dinner, and then I would just wind down, just disconnect, and just read a bunch of books on my bed until 10 p.m. and I'll sleep, and I'll just wake up and do it all over again. That's the daily.
What about dating
routine.
life? Do you have any time for that?
Sorry?
Dating life.
Dating life.
Yeah.
It's non-existent. It's non-existent. No, for me, like, I wanted to because, like, it's lonely at the top, you know? I wanted to share my victories with someone. But then, because I got into the military, and at the start of it, I had like a girlfriend. But then because I'm just so busy with work and the military, like when I come out from military on the weekends, I just want to work on my business. I can't really spend time with her. So we ended things, right? So for me, it's like a matter of sacrifice, because to get to where I am right now, you just got to sacrifice a lot of things. And one of such things is love. And right now, after I just came out of the military, I got more free time now. I got to get a girlfriend, man.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
There's obviously pros and cons. One, it's just... if it's a good relationship, it's like 90% pro, 10% con. 10% con just being the time that it's taken away from your business. 90% is that it makes you into a better man to actually accelerate your business as well. But yeah, when I was single, there was no like, okay, I'm not going to focus on dating. I'm going to focus on work. It was always like, dating was always a big part of it. But it's a time suck. It's just time suck, life suck. When you're searching and you're single, whether it be for fun or for something serious, if it is actually important in your life, which for me it was when I was single, like you look at like fucking screen time, it's like Tinder, Instagram, Tinder, Instagram. It's a huge distraction. So if you have the ability to block it out, of which I did not, I think that can definitely a big beneficiary for your business overall. But I see you looks like you spend a lot of time with your mom and taking care of your mom and family. What's your relationship with your mom and your parents?
Yeah, so actually my mom, like, she came from a village in China, right? So she actually migrated to Singapore to get a better life. So we grew up with not much money. So what I did was that, when I started trading, I just tell myself that when I become successful, I'm going to give my mom anything she wants. I'm going to retire my father. That's like the main why on why I started trading, is to really provide my family with like a better quality of life. And yeah, right now I just do everything I can to take care of them and bring them around to vacation, anything they buy, anything they want for them. And that's genuinely like the best feeling. I think that's something that if you are like a trader in your 20s, you should aim for that. That's like a non-negotiable. Yeah, but yeah, we just pretty much grew up with nothing. Like we grew up wearing secondhand clothes. We grew up eating food that is so cheap. We grew up in like this 2-bedroom cramped apartment. And now I just want to give them everything they want. Yeah.
So did you grow up in Singapore?
Yeah, I grew up in Singapore. My mom just migrated here and I have me like after 2 years being in Singapore.
Yeah. What do you like about Singapore? Is there any plans to leave, or is that like, that's my home, I'm staying there?
Yeah, that's my home, man. Because like for me, now I thought about moving to Dubai because of the tax, right?
Yeah.
There's zero tax there. And then
9% now, I think.
Yeah, Dubai is nice, but since I went there like last month, I was like, nah, this is not for me. The weather is way too hot, and then also I don't really like the environment.
Yeah.
And then I thought about moving to Bali because Bali is like the digital nomad lifestyle. But I thought about if I move here, I wouldn't be able to work because I just want to have fun when I'm in Bali. In Bali, you just feel like it's either fun or you cannot have both.
Yeah.
So I thought like Singapore is gonna be my home base, and the main thing I like about Singapore is it's safe, right? If you're like a female, if you're wearing like revealing clothes, you can walk at Singapore at like 3 a.m. and nothing will happen to you. Like you can get home safe. And another thing about Singapore is that it's very clean. Yeah, it's very clean compared to other countries. And yeah, it's just safe and clean. And the downside is freaking expensive. Yeah, it's expensive. That's the downside. Yeah, that's why I got
cars are crazy expensive. There's like a 400% tax on cars there.
It's
like
crazy.
A $25,000 Toyota Corolla is like $100,000 or some bullshit.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, because right now I'm trying to get like a G-Wagon there.
Yeah.
It costs $800,000.
Yeah.
That's a used car.
I was looking at cars as well, like, because I just bought, I had a Toyota Alphard, which was like $110,000. I just bought this GLE.
Yeah.
That was like 115. But in the US, it's like $60,000. Like, or a G-Wagon here is about $500K as well. So a lot of people don't realize that there's all these taxes to buy cars and abroad, which is At least when you come from US, because you have like a baseline of what things cost. But for most part in different countries, there's always all these taxes. So do you have a car right now in Singapore or no?
Right now, I'm just chilling. So nah. So right now, I'm just like going everywhere with like Grab because Grab is so convenient. Because for me, it's like, okay, I can buy a car. I can buy like a very nice car. But it's gonna sit there because like you see my daily routine. I'm staying at home most of the time, working and stuff. It's just gonna sit there. I'm not going out and stuff. So I was like, what's the point of getting a car right now?
Yeah. Same with like, I bought this Mercedes, but there's 0 point. If I didn't play golf every weekend, there's absolutely 0 reason to have a car in Bali. The only reason I got it was because we were renting like a Toyota Alphard every weekend to go play golf. I was like, okay, I could actually going to be cheaper if I just buy an Alphard. So then I bought one, but then sometimes my driver would be not available. So I started driving this van around fucking Bali, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. Maybe I should just buy something that if he's not available, I can also like feel okay driving this thing instead of driving a fucking basically minivan business class van around myself. But yeah, it's not practical to have a car in Bali. The only reason I have it is to play golf. So I drive it once a week. Essentially, that's it. But anyways, man, what's your kind of like closing thoughts just on trading, especially for someone who's wanting to get started, but they see a lot of shit online about like, can I really turn $100 into $1 million? Or like, is anybody actually making money? Like, how can I trust any of these gurus? Are they making money? Like, what's your kind of like closing argument to someone who is skeptical about trading? Because trading is a very difficult game. It's not fucking easy, no matter what anybody tells you. What are your kind of thoughts to someone who's showing interest in trading? And what would you say to them?
There's so much shit in the industry right now, man. There's so much noise, so much distractions. And my advice would to just put your blinders on and just focus on your own lane, your own path, and forging your own journey ahead. Now, the thing about trading is that, yes, you can follow my trading strategy and it works for you, or you can follow someone else's trading strategy and it can work for you for like a short amount of time. But ultimately, you need to find what works for you, right? And you can only find out what works for you after you have backtested the trading strategy for like over the span of 100 trades or even 1,000 trades. So the first thing will be find your edge, right? Clearly define your edge and your trading style, what suits your lifestyle, your obligations, your commitments, what suits your personality. After you have defined your edge, that is when think long term, right? Play the long game. Because a lot of beginner traders, they jump into trading with the mindset where they want to turn $100 to $1 million in 6 months, or basically become a millionaire trader in like 3 months. But that's not realistic, and that is not sustainable, because when you don't actually achieve that goal by that deadline that you set for yourself, you're going to lose confidence, you're going to lose faith, you're going to lose self-worth, right? So in that case, you're just going to end up quitting trading if you set such like an audacious goal to get like in such a short amount of time. So play the long game, right? Just focus on showing up every single day without fail, regardless of how you feel, whether you feel sad, angry, depressed, just show up, right? Just show up, do the work, study the charts, backtest your trades. Eventually you will succeed. You don't know when, maybe it could take you 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or even 5 years, but eventually you will get there, right? If you quit right now, you're pretty much guaranteeing failure, right? That's the only thing you're guaranteeing. There's no guarantee of success if you show up every single day, but there's a chance, right? And for me, is you gotta bet on that chance, that small chance that you're gonna succeed. Because if you don't, you're gonna risk living an average life for the rest of your life. Yeah, and that's something that you shouldn't aim for.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome, man. Pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me,
Cool.
Cameron.
That's a wrap.